Will businesses be moving out of step two like originally planned on January 26? It's a question on the minds of many who've had to downsize or completely shut down to accommodate the province's latest COVID-19 restrictions. But now with hospitalizations at record highs, groups are asking the government to clarify whether or not reopening will happen in less than 2 weeks so that families can plan accordingly.
Melissa, we're 2 years into this pandemic, and for that period of time, businesses have been subject to these last-minute government decisions, which are shrouded in uncertainty.
Ontario's Chamber of Commerce is urging the province to immediately clarify if Ontario will be moving out of step two of its roadmap to reopening, saying further uncertainty will hurt businesses.
The underlying current of what's also happening here is the margin for error is so small because 2 years in, again, businesses are already deeply indebted. They're already confronting cash flow constraints.
I absolutely appreciate their concern. You have our conviction that we want these to be as short as possible.
Ontario's Chief Medical Officer of Health was asked whether the province will move out of step two as scheduled. The province made no guarantees, only saying this.
We don't have great clarity yet, given that the numbers of people in the health system continue to increase day after day. I'm looking for a plateau and a peak, and then we want to slowly and cautiously remove public health measures so that we don't have a rebound in cases coming into our hospital system.
When it comes down to it, reopening is not flipping a switch. Businesses are going to have to call staff back. They're going to have to get supply in order. Health and safety plans are going to have to get in place. If there are capacity restrictions, there could be some physical space changes that need to be made before reopening. That sort of thing doesn't happen overnight.
Small business advocates are also calling for transparency and visibility when it comes to the metrics guiding the removal of public health restrictions. They would also like to see a long-term plan in place.
When we get the chance to reopen, government messaging has to be clear. We cannot go through another situation where businesses are open, but government is saying limit contacts, essential trips only, don't go out. That has been killer every time we have exited a lockdown for business. When it is time to reopen businesses, government officials need to be very clear that they want people out. We want people at those businesses. We want to pack those businesses.
The Ontario Chamber of Commerce, along with the Canadian Federation of Independent Business, are also calling for more financial support from the government, especially if these restrictions are extended. They say while there are some supports currently in place, they would like to see those also include businesses that are still open but are currently facing restrictions. Right now, Ontario is scheduled to move out of step two on January 26th. Nakhavoly, City News.